Hi, my name is WLomas, and this is my treatment video number 5. I'm going to talk about my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do is to bowl. I've always enjoyed being at the bowling alley. I remember when I was very little, I had several bowling parties. In college, I had a friend that worked at the bowling alley, so we would go. And when I moved to Atlanta, I was looking for something social to meet new people, and I found a social, non competitive bowling league. I've joined it, and now I've been doing that for 2 years. I love it so much. It's so fun. Every Thursday, I get together and we hang out, we talk about what's going on with our lives, and we bowl, and everyone just has a great time. The next thing the next activity I want to talk about is dancing. When I was in New Orleans, I became a part of the swing dancing community and really fell in love with it. I never thought that I could be a dancer because I don't really have great rhythm and I'm not necessarily the best dancer, but the whole community is so nice and so sweet and so supportive. They don't even care. And everyone loves to dance with everyone and go listen to awesome jazz music. It's always a great time. The next thing I want to talk about is going to the movies. I love going to the movies. There's an old theater right by my house, and it is my favorite place to go. I just love watching movies. There's nothing like I don't mind going to see a movie that I've already seen before, or even if it's a new movie, I have to get popcorn. I have to get something to drink. And if I could afford it, I would get candy. But it's just I just have always been into going to the movies. The next thing that I want to talk about that I love to do is go to concerts. I absolutely love to go to concerts. If I could afford it, I would go to concerts all the time. I love seeing and hearing live music, especially musicians that I really love and have been listening to for a long time. I think it really defines a musician if they can perform live. If they can't perform live, it's not like I won't listen to their music, but it's just a different level of skill. The next thing I want to talk about is biking. I love to go biking. I have a really nice bike that I got when I lived in Houston because of the hills. I was really struggling to make it up the hills in my cheap bike from Walmart that didn't have any gears. That was a cruiser. So I got a really nice bike. It's super light and it has actually too many gears. It's probably too fancy and too advanced for me, but my idea was I'll never have to buy another bike again. And so far I haven't. And Atlanta will test it for sure because there are so many hills in Atlanta. I need to actually get on it more often and practice with the gears so I can get better. The not the last thing, but the second to last thing that I want to talk about is walking. I just love walking. I live really close to something called the Beltline. It's just this open space where people can walk or ride bikes or scooters, and there's all these shops and restaurants, and it goes straight through the city. And sometimes riding a bike seems like it's just too much energy, and I would rather just walk and enjoy the sunshine. You can see things a little bit more slowly. I just never get tired of walking. I always just have enough energy to walk. The last thing I want to talk about is festivals. I absolutely love festivals. I've been to Bonnaroo. I've been to a festival in New Orleans. I've probably been to a lot that I just can't recall. But I love all the people, all the energy, all the different musicians that are there, all the different stages, the food, the things you can buy. There's just so much going on. I guess I'm like super ADD, and so it really appeases my ADD because I'm never going to get bored because there's just always something to do. And the last thing, the last thing I want to talk about are parades. I am from Louisiana, so I've lived in New Orleans, and Mardi Gras, there's nothing like it. I've been here in Atlanta, and they have parades, and they're pretty lame compared to New Orleans. Some of the parades here don't even throw anything. I'm like, how can you call yourself a parade? But parades to me are just so much fun. I love seeing the people throwing whatever they are out, seeing the floats all designed by local artists, and everyone is just out having a great time.